Today we are going to cover geography and environment related news from 13th January. The first news that we come across was in the Hindu, that is Centre's Wildlife Panel clear oil and gas exploratory drilling in Assam Sanctuary. And which sanctuary this news is talking about is Holangapur Gibbon Wildlife Sanctuary. And so this is our area of study. So first thing, that is the Holangapur Wildlife Sanctuary. The location of this sanctuary, if we see, is in Assam. So over here in the northeastern part of Assam, this is the location. And here if we see specifically in this part, this is the location which is in the Jorhat district of Assam. Now about this sanctuary, this is a wildlife sanctuary which was declared in 1997, and in this area the rainfall is almost nearly equal to 250 centimeters. So 250 centimeters of rainfall, we understand that this is a very high rainfall area, which means this region flora, if we talk about, it has a mainly evergreen and semi-evergreen forests. In addition to that, the flora, this is a wildlife sanctuary, so most important flora when we talk about, two most important species we find here. The first one, which is Western Hulog gibbon, and second is Bengal slow loris. These are two most important species over here. Apart from that, few other species can be stump-tailed macaque that is found over here, but these two are most important ones. So let's talk about these species now. The first one, that is the Western Hulog gibbon or overall Hulog gibbons. So understanding gibbons belong to the category that is apes. Now apes mainly are primates which are characterized by large size. If basically we are comparing it with monkeys, apes versus monkeys, so apes would be primates which are characterized by larger size. Mostly they are tailless, they have no tails compared to monkeys, as well as higher intellectual level. So overall apes, when we identify, apes are divided into two categories. The first category, which is lesser apes, and the second one, which are called as great apes. Again, the difference between them is basically their size. Okay, lesser apes, great apes are larger in size, and under lesser apes we identify gibbons, and then another variety of them, okay, which are called as simiang. Now simiang effectively are gibbons only, but the largest of the gibbons, they are called as simiangs, and they are limited now to Southeast Asia. Then comes great apes. Great apes, as I told you, are larger in size than lesser apes, and basically four different categories are included under this. Okay, these categories include, first of all, orangutan. Apart from orangutan, we have chimpanzee, so chimpanzee is included under that. Then gorillas are included under this, and humans as well are included under great apes. So this is a basic classification or subdivision: apes, lesser apes, gibbons, simiangs, great apes, orangutan, chimpanzee, gorilla, humans. So we are now talking about gibbons, and one family of gibbons, that is Hulog gibbons. So with respect to Hulog gibbons, what can be seen is Hulog gibbons, again, now these are the primates. Apes are primates and they are mainly arboreal. These are lesser apes. See, lesser apes, smaller in size, they would be mainly arboreal. Okay, that would be dwelling on the trees because of their smaller size. They spend very less time on the ground. On the other hand, take for example, when you talk about chimpanzee, okay, or gorillas for that instance, they spend a lot of time on ground also. So here gibbons are majorly arboreal in nature. Okay, apart from that, they are frugivorous. When we say frugivorous, their diet mainly comprises of ripe fruits. Although apart from that, they can feed on leaves also, and occasionally they can feed on insects also. But mainly their food comprises of ripe fruits. So the species over here we see, the species of Hoolock gibbons, we identify three major subspecies of Hoolock gibbons. Okay, one which is identified as the Western Hoolock gibbon. Then we have Eastern Hoolock gibbon. And we have third, that is Skywalker Hoolock gibbons. And mostly we are concerned about the distribution aspect. So distribution aspect में Western as well as Eastern, both of these are found in Northeast India, and apart from that, Southeast Asian region. So this Western Hoolock gibbon you will find in Northeast India, Bangladesh, Myanmar. Whereas the Eastern Hoolock gibbon, if I see, okay, it is Northeast India and Indochina region. So both of these subspecies are found in India. On the other hand, when you talk about Skywalker subspecies is not found in India. These type of questions are asked in the paper. So Skywalker Hoolock gibbon is not found in India. Okay, it is found in Myanmar and China. So these are three subspecies of the Hoolock gibbons. Out of this, if I see, this one is endangered and this one is endangered, although the Eastern Hoolock gibbon is vulnerable. So here if we see Western Hoolock gibbon, Eastern Hoolock gibbon, these two found in India, out of which Western Hoolock gibbon is endangered, and therefore the significance of the Hoolock gibbon conservation and for which purpose the Holongapar Gibbon Wildlife Sanctuary comes into picture. Then after that, the second species that we have, so this is the distribution map. If you see, okay, in the distribution map, okay, we have the Western Hoolock gibbon. This is Western one, Western. This is Eastern, and then this is a Skywalker. Now, after this, the next species we are talking about, okay, is this species which is Bengal slow loris. Now, about Bengal slow loris, what we see again, the classification, overall classification of loris. Broadly, I can identify the lorises as first one, which is slender loris. Another one, okay, that is pygmy slow loris. And third one, which is slow loris. Again, the distribution aspect, if we see, okay, in this case, the slender loris. Okay, slender loris may we have the subdivisions as gray slender loris and red slender loris, in which this one is found in India. So this is mainly found, okay, in the southern regions, okay, the Western Ghats region. Okay, southern Western Ghats region, that is where we find this gray slender loris. Whereas red slender loris, okay, is not found in India. Not in India. Okay, this is mainly Sri Lanka. Whereas this is India, Sri Lanka, that's the distribution. So we have to know gray and slender loris is found in India. Okay, on the other hand, pygmy slow loris, when we talk about pygmy slow loris, is not found in India. This is rather found east of Mekong River. So east of Mekong River, now we will include Vietnam, Laos, Cambodia. Okay, these are the regions where pygmy slow loris is found. And then we come slow loris. Again, slow loris, there are a number of sub-families under slow loris. Okay, we are here concerned with the Bengal slow loris. And Bengal slow loris is the largest of the loris species. And this is found in India. Just now I have shown you the region, Holangapar, Assam. So northeast India mein it is found. Okay, along with that, extending up to Philippines, Indonesia. So Indonesia, Philippines. This is the region where we'll find slow lorises. Of course, different varieties like Javan slow loris or so. That is slow loris. Bengal slow loris found in India. Now this slow lorises, when we say, okay, Bengal slow loris is the largest of the slow loris. Okay, apart from that, loris in general is nocturnal and arboreal. Again, tree dwelling. So they are nocturnal, they are arboreal, and along with that, okay, the food habits, when we say, they are omnivorous. So this is about the lorises. So overall, two species we have talked about, okay, that is Hoolock gibbons and the loris, in which Bengal slow loris, and about lorises, which species of lorises are found in India. This type of question can come. Similarly, which type of gibbons are found, which species of gibbons are found in India. So this is first about Holangapar Wildlife Sanctuary. So based on this information, if we check, okay, UPSC has already asked a question on this. Take for instance the first question which came in 2008. Very simple question it was: among the following, which one is not an ape? So right now we have seen lesser ape, great apes. So over here gibbon is a lesser ape. Gorilla belongs to the family of great ape. Orangutan belong to the family of great ape. Whereas langur would belong to the category that is monkey. So that's where, okay, our answer would be C, langur. That's one question, very straightforward question was there in 2008. And then the second question which was asked in 2010, which was, which of the following, which of the above are correctly matched? Correctly matched में, very straightforward now. Okay, what I see is saltwater crocodile, Bhitarkanika is correct. Great Indian bustard, GIB, Rajasthan, state bird of Rajasthan. Okay, and then we have Hoolock gibbon is given with Kerala, where we have seen Hoolock gibbon is northeast India. This is incorrect, and so our answer would be 1 and 2 only. So these were the two questions which have been asked with respect to this. Again, it has been in news. So we are talking about some advanced question in which subspecies of Hoolock gibbons, which of the subspecies are found in India. That's what we can expect. So with this, some practice questions if I see. First practice question, which of the following is not correctly matched, where I have given you the protected areas and the states with respect to that. So that is one that you have to find out, and while finding out these, do not just limit yourself to the answer, but find out about others also. The options, all the options are very significant. So first question, practice question for us. Second practice question, which of the following statements are correct regarding Western Hulog gibbon? The aspects related to Western Hulog gibbon, endemic है कि नहीं है, or apes found in India, that's the case. So second question, and then we have the third question, which is again match, where correctly matched I have to find with Great Indian Bustard Kerala, or Hulog gibbon Assam, Namdafa Arunachal, or Sangai Manipur. Okay, these are the species and the distribution aspect. These are the three questions for practice from this section. 2 previous year questions and 3 practice questions here. Then we move on to the next news, which has been in news repeatedly, which is somewhere related to the ongoing Kumbh Mela in Prayagraj, where there has been news regarding the significance of Ganga Sagar Mela. So with respect to that, Ganga Sagar, from geographical perspective, let's talk about that. So Ganga Sagar, when we see this location of Ganga Sagar, first thing, geographical aspect of Ganga Sagar. So Ganga Sagar, when we see, Ganga Sagar is in Sundarbans, and in Sundarban, the largest island of Sundarban which is there, which is Sagar Island. This Sagar Island is at the mouth of river Hooghly. So here river Hooghly is there, and the largest island over here, that is Sagar Island. So this part, southern part of Sagar Island, this is Ganga Sagar. Now about this island, told you largest island it is, and most importantly Sundarbans. Sundarbans, we know of these Sundarbans, and some important islands of Sundarbans, if you see, one is Sagar Island, another is Gosaba Island. Okay, 2 very important islands over here. So with respect to these islands, if you see the difference, Sundarban is a mangrove delta, and it is the only mangrove forest in the world to have tiger population. So this region is known for Royal Bengal tiger, and this is the only mangrove in the world having tiger population. So interestingly over here, when you see Sundarban National Park, Gosaba Island, this is linked to it, and so Gosaba is where we have the tiger reserve, Sundarban Tiger Reserve. So tiger population is found over here, but interestingly, Sagar Island is where no tigers are found. This is one fact that you have to remember. So Sagar Island is devoid of Bengal tigers, okay, whereas we have Gosaba Island, which is where we have the Sundarban Tiger Reserve. Okay, everyone. Now, apart from that, about Sundarbans, when we talk about basic information about Sundarbans. So Sundarban is a deltaic region, and it is a mangrove delta, okay, formed by 3 major rivers, which is Ganga, Brahmaputra, and Meghna river. So Ganga, Brahmaputra, Meghna, these 3 rivers are there. They form this delta, and this is a mangrove delta. So because this is a deltaic region, it has saline to brackish water, and so the mangroves which grow over here, they are identified as halophytes. Halophytes which can survive in or which can tolerate saline water environment also. So these are halophytes, and the 2 most important trees over here of this forest in this region is a Sundari tree and Geva tree. So Sundari and Geva, these two trees, most important ones in these mangrove forests. So overall, in this case, the total Sundarban Delta is spread across India and Bangladesh. And so in these Sundarbans, we have 4 protected areas. Four protected areas. What are these 4 protected areas of Sundarbans? So these 4 protected areas straightforward are east, west and south. So first, that is Sundarban East Wildlife Sanctuary, Sundarban West Wildlife Sanctuary, Sundarban South Wildlife Sanctuary. All these 3 are in Bangladesh. And then we have the 4th one, which is Sundarban National Park. So we have Sundarban National Park. Now this is a national park, this is a biosphere reserve, this is a tiger reserve. So national park plus biosphere reserve plus tiger reserve. And this lies in India. So this is what you can see in this map as the Sundarban National Park, which is in West Bengal, India part. And one I told you, that is the Gosaba Island, which is the Sundarban Tiger Reserve. So this is about this region, that is the Sundarban Deltaic region. Then with respect to that, one more entry that we have is a river that you should be knowing, okay, which lies in this part. This is called as Mori Ganga river. So river Mori Ganga. Now river Mori Ganga is a distributary of Hooghly river. So Hooghly river, as it enters over here, okay, one part goes here and another part comes on this side and passes through the eastern part of Sagar Island, which is Mori Ganga river. So about this region, the main islands over here, larger islands over here, important islands, Sagar Island to be the largest one, then the protected areas in this region. So based on this, now if we talk again about the practice questions, 4th question now, which is regarding the Sagar Island. So 2 statements given with respect to Sagar Island is the largest island of Sundarban with considerable population of Bengal tigers, and Ganga Sagar pilgrimage site is located on Sagar Island. 2 statements and a statement based question. And the next question, to identify the different islands of Sundarban. So what you know, rest, okay, what which are new to you, find the location of those islands. These islands are very important from the perspective of India. So have to know the other islands also. So these were the 2 major news that came on 13th of January, and with the practice question, the answers to which you will find in the description again. So this is the news from 13th January. Let's meet in the next video to cover the 14th January news analysis. Thank you.